Welcome to Mom's Life Made Simple, the podcast for moms who want to go from chaos to calm, from overwhelmed to organized, and to find balance between family responsibilities and personal growth. I'm your host, Chanel Nielsen. Let's make mom life simple. Hey, you guys, good to be here with you today. I have exciting things to talk about. So, today we're going to talk about how to go from chaos to calm, how to thrive in mom life, and how to accomplish your goals. These are some big things, and they are things that we all want as moms. Definitely know because I have felt these myself. So, this is for you if you feel out of control during your day, if you feel out of control with your emotions, with the way that you're reacting to or handling situations that come up in your family. If you feel unorganized, like you don't quite know what to do next, but you feel like you have a ton to do, but you're not sure what to do when, and you just feel this weight of so many things to do pressing on you. This is for moms who feel like they're dropping the ball, that there are so many things to do and you know they're important and you're letting them go. This is for moms who feel in chaos more often than not. I'm smiling as I say this because I have felt those things before. I was definitely in a place where I felt all of those things and more. And I just really felt like I wasn't doing a good job at motherhood. I felt like it was too much. Like, how does anyone do this? My hardest point for me of my young mom life, teenager mom life is a whole different thing, but it was when I had 4 kids in 6 years and they were all little. I had 2 in diapers. Um, I had 3 home full time. And then you would think, like, oh, that's, well, at least one's going to school. I feel like that's almost harder because you're driving the person back and forth to school, or in our case, we walked her back and forth to school. Now you're on someone else's schedule. And so that was a really hard time for me when I was just trying to balance all these things, be with the kids full time, all the time. And I was exhausted. I was grumpy. I was stressed out. I was trying to do all these things and felt like I was failing at life in general. Part of the reason I felt like that is because I found myself really grumpy, really not showing up the way that I wanted to in my relationships with grown-up people. It was hard to, connect because when you're with littles all day, you just sometimes your brain kind of feels like mush, right? Let me know if you can relate to that. If you're just like not thinking of anything else besides what you can do for them. And that's another hard part of it that just lends itself to that chaos. It's like a chaos brain. It's not even necessarily that chaos is happening, because chaos is going to happen, especially with kids. Things are going to happen. But when those things happen, where are you? Are you like this calm, collected person that everyone can come to and they can rely on to be level-headed, or are you running around freaking out? That first one is where we want to be. We want to be that calm. We want to be that level-headed person. We want to show up the way that we choose to and want to show up. We want to act for ourselves and not be acted upon, and not feel like, well, I don't know how today is going to go. I might be nice or I might be a total witch. Like, it could go either way. We want to be like, I know how I'm showing up today, regardless of what comes into my world. And that's a good feeling. Now, if you're feeling all these things that I mentioned, that out of control, that unorganized, that chaos feeling, the problem might not be what you think it is. Okay. So a lot of times we think, oh, the problem is that I need to organize my time better so I can still fit this all in, because I have to do all these things. I need to get better. I need to rest less. I need to do more. I need to sleep less. I need to put in more effort, more energy. I want you to let all of that go and relax a minute, because that is not it. The problem is actually a lack of clarity. It is a lack of clarity and a lack of understanding in a few key areas. So one is, in your day-to-day, you don't know what matters most in your day, and so you try to do it all. You try to do everything. You look at your list of things to do and it all seems important. It all seems equally important. So you're like, well, I better get this all done or else something's going to fall apart. And so that's a lot of pressure to try to do it all. The second place you might lack clarity is you haven't decided how you define success. What does a successful day even look like for you as a mom with young kids, as a mom with teenagers, as a business person, as someone writing a book or wanting to run a marathon, whatever it is you're trying to do? What does that even look like for you? Have you defined it? When you don't define it and call it out and say what that thing is, you're going to feel like you're failing, because this is what happens. And tell me if this happens to you. At night in bed, you've had this day, you've done all these things, you go to bed, and it may be that you had a list of like 50 things to do in your day, and you lay down in bed at night and you crossed off 48 of those things, and the two that didn't get done, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm the worst. I didn't do those two things. I totally failed today because I didn't do those two things. Instead of looking at the 47 that you actually did, the things that you did, we aren't defining what success is. And so that causes us to feel like we're failing. The third way that we might lack clarity is not knowing what balance even looks like. What does a balanced life look like for you? When you have these goals that you want to work towards, when you are trying to raise your kids, what is balance? What does that even mean? If you don't know what that is, if you don't figure that out, what that life looks like for you, you're never going to find it. So those are three areas you might be lacking clarity in. Mom Life Made Simple, part of my mission and part of what I do is help moms find clarity in these areas. I would give you clarity to stop living in chaos and start living in calm, to be that calm, to be that person that can keep the calm when the storm is going all around you, calming your own mind so that you're not in chaos. Mom's Life Made Simple also helps you to enjoy your mom life so that you're actually living it. You're living in the present. You're enjoying what you're doing right now, whatever phase that is with your kids, and not wishing you were in another place, another phase of life doing this. A lot of times what I hear people say is, they have this book they want to write or this thing they want to do, but they can't because of their kids. Well, that's not a good feeling. It feels like your kids are in the way, and you're almost like, well, when I get to this point, when my kids are older, then I can have what I want. And so it causes us to miss out, to not enjoy our mom life as much as we otherwise could if we were to find that balance. Mom's Life Made Simple also helps you to find clarity so that you can do both. Not do it all, but what's really important to you, your purpose, your mission, what that thing is that is calling to you, that you feel like is given to you by God to do, you do that while you're raising your family, while you're pouring all that love into them. That's the kind of balance that we're looking to find. So if this resonates with you, if this is where you're at right now, if this is what you're feeling, then book a call. Reach out to me. We are scheduling now for Mom's Life Made Simple. It is a fantastic group coaching program. It goes for 3 months. And during those 3 months, you will learn tools that will be with you throughout your life. So MOMS in Mom's Life Made Simple is actually an acronym. It stands for Manifestation, Organization, Mobilization, and Simplification. And those are the things over the 3 months that we focus on. We create a new way of looking at things. That's the manifestation part. We organize what's already in place. We simplify. We get rid of the things that aren't serving you. And then we really mobilize. We take action. We create habits. All of this is done in a group, and the group piece is so powerful because you're creating friendships. You are learning that you're not alone on this motherhood journey, and you're seeing what other people are going through. And that piece of it has been so powerful. We make sure to really connect, and I love just the friendships that happen in Mom's Life Made Simple. It's a really fun element of what I do. So right now we are taking calls for our next group. That starts in early April. So now is the time to book a call. You can do that by going to chanelnielsen.com/coaching. You'll find a link there where you can book a call with me. There's also a link in the show notes to do that. I want you to really listen to what you're feeling. If this feels like a good fit, hop on a call. Let's talk. Let's see if it is. I love talking to people and having these conversations and seeing where you're at, regardless of whether or not Mom's Life Made Simple is for you. It's a lot of fun to get on these calls and just really talk through your mom life. And so if you're feeling that, hop on a call, chanelnielsen.com/coaching, and I hope to see you there. Thank you for listening to Mom's Life Made Simple. I'm so glad that you're here, and I want you to join us for the 2023 Self-Care Challenge. Each month, we will be diving into a different area of simple self-care, learning how to create habits that allow you to make time for yourself. So to join the challenge, go to chanelnielsen.com/self-care 2023. When you join, you'll get access to free downloads that help you to create and track your new habits, as well as a link to the community so that you can discuss and win prizes that the guests are sharing on the podcast. I'm so excited for you to make self-care part of your year in 2023.